A new country, a new continent, new faces, and most importantly, a new perspective. My name is Matthew Sadiker, and I did not believe that in about 3 weeks, my whole outlook on the environment and the future of our world could be completely changed. A theme that was continuously revisited throughout the program was progress and how progression relates to sustainability. Progress is defined as forward and onward movement towards a destination. This is true, but how can we measure progress? In my eyes, progress can be measured through things that are truly important to us, such as health, happiness, and now more than ever, the environment. Being able to value these things through multiple lenses can change our definition of happiness or even paint a different picture of how the earth is supposed to be treated. There are many ways in which to perceive notions. I think being able to look at the same idea through at least two different outlooks can change the way we distinguish things. For example, before this trip, I perceived progress as nothing more than skyscrapers, straight A's, a loaded paycheck, or proud parents. This is mostly because nobody ever pushed me to look at progress in any other way before. Fortunately, this trip forced me to look past what I've already known and put a spotlight on some of the world's most fascinating cultures. Studying the Cadigal people in Sydney, I learned about their food rationing system, which helps them be intergenerational by rationing food sources for future generations. After meals, they would leave bones from hunted animals in a pile, not necessarily to show off, but instead to let the next people know which animal they should hunt and kill for their own meal. This guaranteed they would not overhunt. In an economical and environmental sense, this practice is very sustainable, and if in some form can be applied to our own world, can be seen as progressive. Sydney today is driven by tourism and economics, which truly is important, but together as people, we should never lose sight of the integrity and cultures of those before us. My biggest takeaway is that for the Aborigines, it was people in nature, and that we need to treat the environment just like we would treat family. Words are not enough to describe Noosa's beautiful beaches, and my original perspective ingrained me to never look past the beach being more than just a form of entertainment. Beaches contribute to all aspects of the triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. Looking at Noosa through a new lens, I identified an opportunity cost. Although beneficial to the pleasure of humans through its beauty and tourism, how much can we harm and displace the ecosystem and it still be considered progression? The Noosa Spit was created to protect development and contain flooding, but it displaced mangroves, an integral part of the ecosystem, and created an unintentional need for dredging along Noosa's coast. Through this new lens, I redefined what progress really is and have reminded myself to be aware of the sacrifice that comes with economic prosperity. Before coming to the Great Barrier Reef, I was like everybody else, apathetic and clueless of the ongoing devastation, and slightly aware that one of the world's 7 wonders would not be around for my future kids to visit. But seeing the reef and its amazing wildlife truly moved me. It was here at Lady Elliot that I grew confident in my definition of progress and finally began to see how it was intertwined with sustainability. Progression is very slow and difficult to measure, but is expressed by our actions. Perspective itself is not progression, but the values, knowledge, and lessons obtained are a form of progression. The lessons I have learned from this program have acted as a step towards personal progression and a greater step towards a sustainable future. If I and everybody else on this program continue to share our perspective and express our new values through sustainable actions, I think we are doing our part in progressing towards a sustainable future.